Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much. Alrighty, hello Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talk, and I'm your host Randy. There's no reason to change your dial. No need to adjust. Yeah, it's a little bit crooked, and that's because we're looking down right here at the grave of Kayla Yvonne Allen. Now, if you've gone anywhere on my webpage at all, you'll see I did a video on her a few years ago. So for those just joining the channel, my name is Randy, and we're here at Michigan Memorial Park in Flat Rock, Michigan, and we're going to do a spirit box session of Kayla Allen. Now, Kayla Allen was only about 7 years old, maybe 8 years old when she died. And I think she was 7 going on 8. And a very, very sad story. Now, I don't have all the details on it, so the information I give may not be exactly accurate. But I believe her mother's name was Nancy, and Nancy was a little bit of a troubled young lady. There's some, there were some reports saying that she was in the military and she got pregnant, or she got pregnant here, went into the military. But she was having a tough time where she couldn't take care of Kayla. So she decided to let her brother and his wife care for Kayla while she was in the military, doing whatever she was doing. And as the years passed, as Kayla was growing up, her brother, her mother's brother, and her aunt divorced. And instead of Kayla going with her mother's brother, Kayla ended up going with her aunt after the divorce. So Kayla would go to school and Kayla would have bruises on her. Kayla would go in just looking like garbage. And she would also from time to time go in just not feeling good. So on the day of August 24th, 2003, Kayla was home with her aunt. I don't remember her name, and I don't think it's really important. But she was getting ready to go to church, and Kayla was in her bedroom, and Kayla got out of her bed, walked towards the kitchen or the bathroom where her mother was getting ready to go to church, and she fell dead in the hallway right there between the bedroom and the hallway. Instead of the mother calling paramedics, she called the organist from the church and did nothing for Kayla. And I even believe she went to the church, leaving Kayla dead on the floor. When the church piano player, organist, got to the house, as soon as she opened up the door, she could see Kayla in the hallway, laying dead. She went over, checked her, and then they called 911. The aunt was charged with, I think she eventually got found with manslaughter for poisoning Kayla with pig poisoning. And all the authorities say that the death had to be excruciating. I'm not too sure if it was a dewormer or what, but it was some type of medicine that's given to pigs, or chemicals that are given to pigs. Anyways, it killed her. And on my little thing that I did, my little video that I did, I'll try to put a picture of it up here. a while back. He gives the name of the chemical that was used, the poison that was used. But all reports it had to be excruciating death. So Kayla was buried. Well, when Kayla was buried, she was buried in this all happened in North Carolina. But when Kayla was buried, she wasn't buried under the name Kayla Yvonne Allen. She was buried under the name of her uncle's wife's name. She refused to have Kayla come back home here to Michigan, where she was from originally, and was buried under, they don't know how she got her buried under a different name. There was no name change. So all this was building up between Kayla's mother, who had grown up and got her life a little bit together, and the story went out there what was going on. And the funeral directors of Michigan Memorial Funeral Home, which is just over that way, I can see them from here, they went to court to have Kayla's body exhumed and brought back to Michigan at their own expense. They went down, had her exhumed, brought her back up here, bought the plot. They have something to do with the cemetery here. I'm not quite sure what their association is. I don't think they own it, but it may be owned by here and run by them. And so here she is now. Now her grandmother is here somewhere. I don't know where her grandmother is, but she's supposed to be buried next to her grandmother, or pretty close to her grandmother. And you'll see up here is her brother Kyle Baker, and he was very young as well. He was 18 years old when he passed away. Not sure what happened to him. So anyways, we've been going on for 7 minutes now. We thought we'd get into the spirit box session. I want to give you a background on Kayla and kind of sort of what happened. So for her 7 or 8 years, very short life, very tragic life. And her brother, 18 years old, he passed away. So to all the spirits here, my name is Randy. In my hand I have 2 devices. They're electronic devices that you can talk through to me. They will not harm you. We're here to talk to Kayla and to Kyle and to see if they would like to talk to us. So are the spirits of Kayla and Kyle here, and would they like to talk to us?
Right in the corner.
I heard yes and right in the corner. And kind of sort of they are in the corner, because here the headstones run this way, but right over here to my left the headstones run this way. So I guess I can only use one hand, so they are kind of sort of right in the corner. So Kayla, would you kind of like to tell us what happened to you?
Well,
Alrighty, and Kyle. Kyle, would you like to tell us, you're only 18, what happened to you? Alright, so what we do know, Kyle, I apologize, I don't know anything about you, so you can chime in there at any time and kind of sort of tell us your story. So Kayla, we know that you were poisoned, and underneath your pillow was a bottle of this poison, and you apparently drank it. Who gave you the bottle of what you drank just before you passed away? Who gave you the bottle of liquid that was in your bed? So I heard her and Mommy. Now we do know that Kayla did call, which was basically her aunt. She did call her some portion of Mommy. might be like mommy with the person with her name, and off the top of my head, I just don't remember her name. Was it your aunt who gave you the liquid to put under your pillow, or that you had in your bed? So, at the trial of your aunt, she said that she kept this poison underneath the counter in the kitchen, and you must have gone out there and made the drink yourself. So it was in some type of bottle, some type of bottle that you could, like a thermos or something. Who actually put it together? Did you put it together, or did your aunt put it together and then put it in the bed? As soon as I turned it on, I heard mommy. So you were also, according to reports, you were also were treated pretty badly. Were you beaten? Not really.
Doing the terror line.
How many times did you go to school that you had bruises on you? So were there other times that I'm going to call her mommy. Was there other times that, and mommy would mean not her biological mother, but her aunt that was taking care of her. Was there other times that your mommy hurt you?
Remember, I moved.
What kind of things would you do that would get you in trouble? I heard on top of the cabinet. So there were people trying to help you. Did you talk to the people who were trying to help you, and what did they tell you? All right, and what do you think about what happened to you? So obviously you were poisoned. What do you think about what happened to you? So if you could change anything that happened to make things better, what do you think you could have changed? What could you, as a 7-year-old child, done to have changed things so you weren't poisoned?
Go.
I'd run to a friend's. So you're here back in Michigan. Are you happy that you're buried up here with family? Did you hear that? What did you hear? It sounded like your dad. All right. So I'm going to do something right now because come through just as we do. Kayla, I'm going to put you on hold for a second. If you may have watched a video that I put up just before this where I went to my best friend's grave, Chris. Now, just now come through in a male voice, Chris, which sounded quite a bit like Chris in a very deep voice. Chris, are you here with us now? Are you here with me now? All right, not sure if I heard my name, my full legal name in there, Randall. We'll see, may or may not. Chris, why did you not talk to me and Leanne when we were at your gravesite? Or if you did talk to us, you didn't talk very much. All right, are you just letting us know that you are here and you know that we are here?
No.
I think we
All right. So with that, I think he was just basically letting us know that he know we were here. I don't think he wants to talk today. I don't know why, but we haven't talked in 97, how many years has it been, Lee? 26, 27 years. I don't know why he wouldn't want to talk to us today, knowing your dad, knowing Chris the way I do. I would think he'd be a chatty Cathy, you know? That's what I would think. So I don't know. We'll have to listen to what Chris says, because in it said, and of course you guys will know before I do, because if I put that other video up, or I'll put it up here if I didn't, because there wasn't a whole lot in that other video. It lasted a long time, but not a lot in it. But I will put up, basically he said one at a time. So maybe he only wants one of us here at a time when we talk. So with that, I'll let Chris go. I'll get back to Kayla. And I believe I asked Kayla the last time, was there anything you think you could have done that might have prevented your mommy, your aunt, from poisoning you? Poisoning hurt. I heard poisoning hurt me. All right, and then I also asked, were you happy now? I believe Sarah Brooks and Walter Brooks are your grandparents. The article I read said you were buried next to your grandmother. Is that Grandma and Grandpa Brooks next to you? Are they your grandparents? Both? So, are you glad that you were brought back up here from North Carolina, back up here to Michigan, where your mother's up here, and your grandparents, well, no, she's passed on as well, but they're next to you? And I'll check the articles if I can. I'll just turn this around a little bit if I can here. Maybe, maybe not. But those are her grandparents, I do believe. And we'll see. All right, Kayla, is there anything that you or Kyle would like to tell us before we wrap this one up?
I feel it.
On that round, I did hear a lot of spirits' voices, and some of them sounded very young. So I'll listen to those closely to see what was said. Kyle, are you at peace resting here with your little sister? I heard cousin, but I really do believe that Kyle is her brother. I'll check on that as well, but I'm almost positive it's her brother. And oh, you know what it says, son of Heather and Timothy. So maybe it is a cousin. I'll check what I can, because I know because it says brother of Byron and Carissa, and I know it would say brother of Kayla on it. So maybe it is her cousin. I always thought it was her brother. So Kyle, are you her cousin, as I just heard say here a minute ago? Yeah. Several times I heard cousin in there, so apparently it must be his cousin. Who would have thunk? I got something wrong. But I don't know all the information. I don't want to know all the information when I do this, because I don't want to predetermine what we'll say. I mean, I did a video on her, but it's been a few years, so I forget a lot of the facts. I know just a brief part of it. But anyways, with that, I'm going to let the spirit box run for about a minute here. Kyle and Kayla, you can say anything you'd like to say, and then we will wrap this video up. So you got a message to get out to your mom, Kayla, your real mother, your biological mother, and maybe she'll hear this.
She's
We move it.
All right, I heard in the beginning she would like that. So with that, I'd like to thank all the spirits here for talking to us and letting us talk to Kayla and Kyle. And we hope to be able to come back here another time. I hope you guys would like that.
Good one.
All right, I did hear a good walk on that. So with that, remember, it's not what I have to say. I might get the facts wrong. As a matter of fact, I am going to get the facts wrong, because that's just the way it is. But it's not what I got to say. It's listening to everything they got to say. They got their story to tell, and I'm going to get it wrong. And if I get it wrong, just like they did, I think they did, telling me that's their cousin, not the brother. And if that's what's in there, then we know what they're talking about is correct. And once again, I'm wrong, but that's all right. So I hope you enjoyed following me along on my journey, finding out, is there life after death? Is the spirit world really, and is that what's going to happen to me when my time comes? So with that, I'll see you all on the next one.